Hey everybody, Brandon here, Mr. B's Fishing Things. Been a little while since we've done a video. What do you think? Want to have a quick look around the fish room with me? Let's see what's going on. Been a little while since we did a video. Don't think I've ever really shown exactly what the fish room looks like now that it's quote-unquote done. And obviously it really isn't done anyway. Are they ever? So, when you come down here into the room, we've set up the old retro tank as the first tank that you see, and it is quarantine. Quarantine, and there's fish in there. What that means is that these are fish we're getting ready to introduce into the fish room. Keep various tools and things that I need here to work with. A few supplies. Extra sponges and filters and air pieces, things of that nature. Then we come around and we have big tank. This is now my rainbow tank. So these are all different breeds of rainbows that I'm raising. I don't intend to breed them, so that's why we have different breeds in here. We're hoping that that's going to be a fun tank. These 6 little tanks with 10s are basically breeder tanks. These are Daniels. These are shrimp, mostly wild shrimp in there. But this was my first attempt at learning how to do shrimp. So I just did it in this small tank. And this thing, I have to say, has been tremendously fun to watch and enjoy. Local leaves in there. These are mollies with fry, of course. Guppies and their babies. Platies and their babies. And this tank right here now is just sort of where I play musical tanks all the way at the other end from the Daniels. Alrighty. Coming around this way, these are Vijas. He just took off. You guys have seen these guys in some videos before. Let's take a peek in here and see what Mama's up to. She's got eggs. Down here, it's a tank that I built that I don't think you guys have really seen too much of yet. And in there, see that? Baby Bichir and some giant Daniels. There's a couple of Bichirs in there. Then we come around here. This is the first rack that I had gone up with. That's a 55. We come down here. And this one's a 65. These are leaf fish. These guys are really fun, actually. Interesting fish. Different behavior from them. And then we've got a 75. It's a Starry Night parrot. This guy here is a red devil, changing colors. And a little Vija, just to keep them company as they grow. Over here, another 55 on top. It's mostly tetras in this tank. Horrible glare from those lights, isn't it? And a gourami. So kind of a community tank. And you guys know Jag in this next tank. And this is another tank that I built. I made it really low on purpose. It's kind of made to be looked into from the top. And this is my new shrimp tank. And there aren't very many in there. They're just starting to take off. There's one there. And they're orange neocardinias. I'm having a lot of fun with the shrimp lately. Come around here, and here is a rack I don't think you guys have seen before either. And yep, I'm that horrible person who keeps these betas in these bowls. They're 1.5 gallon average jars. We do the work. That's the trick. We do the work. We do the water changes. We keep moss and stuff in with them to keep the water quality up. And we do feed them properly, not too much, just what they need. I even keep a few snails in there. See little snails? I'm not afraid of snails in with them. I found they work very well at keeping the tank, their little bowls or jars or whatever you want to call them, clean. And they're a very good indicator of health of the water. If your snails are good and healthy, your water's probably pretty healthy, right? Over here, and you guys all know this guy. There's Hook and Shmee. Shmee stealing the spotlight. They have 2 banded Laparanus in with them. And Hook is a red Oscar. Shmee is a white Oscar. And that is a tiger Oscar that is their tank mate. We built their new stand to hold 2 big aquariums on it. And now that's done, and that's what's down here now, are these Severums. So this is a red spotted male, and over there is a common green, and they have paired up. It's the female we're looking at now. We've had some eggs and some activity, but we haven't had anything overly successful yet. But now that they're in this larger aquarium and it's just them in there, pretty hopeful. You guys will recognize some of the art and who that's from. Thank you, Chris. From Multi-Tank Addiction. And in this cabinet, we have some mail that I really need to get around to opening up, and some that I already have. In food, mostly. Water treatment stuff. I'm not really big on water treatment, but you gotta have a few things. Test kits. And we're in expansion again. That brings us to these tanks right here. A couple of new additions. We're building stands for these tanks right now. This is a 120. Now it measures 4 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. And this is also a 120. However, it's a 6-foot aquarium. 6 foot this way. Interesting how we can have different dimensions and yet same size. And we've got some good ideas for what we're going to do for stands with those, and we're building the racks right now for those tanks. And that is a little tour of the fish room. Been a while, guys. So, thought I'd sort of let you know what's going on. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging out with me in the fish room, and thanks for watching.